Hey, this is Brian Helton with Brian Helton Realty, and this is episode 2 of my series of Meet the People. And today we're going to meet Tom Paschal, who is the Airy Middle School soccer coach, and they're coming off of an undefeated championship season, and we're all proud of them and proud of the kids and the way they played and handled themselves. And it also would seem to make him an expert in soccer, which I'm hoping that he is because that's why I'm interviewing him. Tom, so tell us, you're not originally from Mount Airy, so tell us how you got here.
Well, to be honest, I am originally from Mount Airy. I grew up here, but left at age 18 and came back recent because of my wife, got a job up here, and decided to move back to Mount Airy.
Oh, so you are originally from Mount Airy. My fault. I forgot about that. You just were gone for a while and then you decided to come back. So what was it about Mount Airy that you missed? What would you tell all the people who are thinking about moving to Mount Airy that would be the reason to call this place home?
I think it's the small town atmosphere. I really enjoy walking down the street and seeing people I know and developing friendships and relationships in that manner.
I think that's pretty good. That's kind of what I like about it too. Is I left kind of like you when I was 18 and didn't come back for 20 years, and it's been just wonderful to be back the last 7 years to see people who were influential in my life when I was a kid that are older now in the later stages of their lives, and friends of mine who are doing wonderful with their lives and their kids carrying on the tradition. So I understand completely about that. So tell me a little bit about your soccer background.
Well, I've been coaching soccer for about 20 years now. I started when my son was 4. He wanted to play, so I agreed to be an assistant coach on the team. And we had such a great time, and he enjoyed it so tremendously that just decided to make it a permanent thing. So he's played every year since he was 4 years old. And I've coached most of his teams or assisted in some way on the travel teams that he was on.
So basically, you are not some guy just guessing how soccer's played. You're a guy who actually knows how soccer's played and how to coach people.
Exactly, and I've went to clinics. I'm what they call a licensed coach, professional coach. Went through that process of learning and developing. And it's learning to coach soccer is not, all right, you already know how to coach. It's an ongoing thing. Learning and developing, going to seminars and coaching clinics to continue to learn.
Well, I know that you have been coaching our family for a few years now, and the kids in our family, and we couldn't be any happier with the progress they make and their love of soccer and those type things. So outside of coaching Mount Airy Middle School, which is a full-time job in and of itself, you found time to become the founder of Paschal Soccer Academy. And that's a little bit more individual-based learning, I believe, in a group environment, a little more specialized. So give me a little bit of an overview of what Paschal Soccer Academy does, what y'all hope to create going forward. Just your ideas and thoughts on how it works.
Okay. Paschal Soccer Academy focuses on the technical development of the players. And technical development means their individual skill set. The dribbling, the passing, the shooting, the receiving of the ball. Those little things that I think that soccer in America today and coaches in America today, especially in the rec program, they don't know. They don't emphasize, they don't develop. These are the small things that make a player a good, great soccer player. And if you don't focus on these things and develop these things, then you don't progress as a player. We utilize it all the way from age 2 to 18. Our Future Stars program goes from age 2 to 7, in which we just introduce the game to the young kids and through fun games and activities that they can do. And then we have a training academy that is just for kids who want to get better. We do that. They just come and work technical training. Then we have team development, which we have actual travel teams put together. And right now we have a U13, a U16, and we're putting a U18 team together this week, as a matter of fact. And then we'll do camps. But overall, what we want to do is develop the technical ability of each player that we come in contact with. So that when they go back to their middle school teams, their high school teams, or even the Reeves teams that they play in, they're the best player on the field technically.
Well, that's pretty ambitious, I have to say. And I've also seen it, though, in person, and I've watched both of my sons work with you, and I've watched them develop, and I've watched them grow. And it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. It's something that, not only do they do it at Paschal Soccer Academy, they also need to be doing it at home in their spare time. I don't like to ever say that somebody's life should be so unbalanced that they eat, drink, and sleep something, but in a way it's kind of like that. I mean, it doesn't always have to be on the forefront, but it's a thought. I mean, I watch Donovan walk around the house and play with a soccer ball while he's drinking a glass of milk. I watch Fisher do the same thing, and I'm sure other kids, do also. But one thing I'm curious about, you teach them these fundamentals at your camps and at your clinics, but what should parents be thinking about doing 2 days a week of working with kids for 45 minutes? What should a kid that really wants to get better at 11 be thinking about doing? I mean, is it stamina? Is it technique? Is it understanding the game? I mean, what is it that's going to make them good?
My patent answer is yes.
Right, fair enough.
Truly, the main thing that they need to do is touches on the ball. So if they've got a wall, or even you can build a wall out of plywood, if you don't want them banging on the side of your house, it's just touches on the ball. Just pass the ball back and forth into the plywood, back, receiving it. Those are basic, simple little things that a kid can do every day in order to develop their technique, their technical side, their touch. Learn the game. Be a student of the game. Watch it. Watch how the professional players, what their positioning is on the field, how they react to different things, how they play defense. Those are things that you can do and enjoy and just be a part of life instead of it being a task.
Right. That makes perfectly good sense to me. Well, we've kind of ran through your background. We've kind of ran through your soccer academy and your camps and how that stuff works. And we've established a little bit that you understand soccer and you know how to coach it and, expert maybe not, who knows, but you do understand it.
Yes.
So, guess one of the bigger questions that I have, and maybe a question that some people watching this video is going to have, is you offer the academies, you offer the training in group training, you offer travel teams, which is a lot of fun. It gives kids a chance to go out of town, play against different competition, different styles, learn to be grown-ups a little bit and how they handle themselves. So it's not just soccer, it develops kids as people.
Right.
But some people would probably be interested in not only your academy, but maybe some private one-on-one training. Do you offer that?
We would be more than willing to do that. If there's an individual that would desire some one-on-one training, we do offer that.
Okay.
We also offer now goalkeeper training. If it's an individual who wants to be a goalkeeper, on Fridays for right now a week of about 6 to 7 weeks, we're going to offer individual goalkeeper training.
Well, one thing's for sure, you can't have a good soccer team without a good goalkeeper.
No, exactly.
I would say it might be important. So if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, how do they do it?
Well, they can do one of two ways. They can either give me a call. My phone number is 601-795-3375. Or they can email me at coach@paschalsoccer.org. And if you want more information on our programs, you can visit our website at paschalsoccer.org.
Well, they shouldn't be hard to get in touch with you.
No, not at all.
I mean, you got a few ways. You're not hiding. You're not a secret coach by any stretch of the imagination. Well, we've covered soccer. We cover what you do. We've covered a little bit about what makes Mount Airy an attractive place for people to live. And one question that I always like to ask somebody when I'm interviewing them is just simply, you grew up in Mount Airy, you've lived somewhere else, you've seen the rest of the world, you know what it is you like, you've made it to this point in your life, you've become successful at the things that you're trying to do, you still got ambition for things you're trying to, attempt to do. But at this point in time, on this day, what do you consider success?
In my case, success is being paid to do what I love to do.
Interesting.
Soccer is not a job for me. It's a life. Just ask my wife. Middle school, they don't pay you enough for the time that you put in. A typical coach, but I'm not a typical coach when it comes to that. I probably put twice as much time in learning and developing and planning, not just the soccer games, but everything else. So I enjoy it. This is what I love to do. And if I could do it and not do anything else, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Well, I have always heard that if you find something you love and you go and do it, then a lot of times success and money will follow you. So it sounds like in your case that may be what has happened. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to sit down today. Is there anything you want to add? Is there anything that we left out that's important as far as Paschal Soccer Academy or kids or anything?
Not really. Just to, give us a chance. Give us a call. See if we're the right fit for your child and what they're trying to do. The one thing that we want to do as well is once the child gets to the high school age, our goal is to not only help them develop individually, but to help them look at colleges and how to go after college scholarships and things of that nature.
Well, Tom, thanks for taking time with us today for sure. And people, if you're interested in soccer for yourself, for your kids, for any age, I guess. I mean, I know a lot of the things that I enjoy about soccer is you can continue to play even when you're older. Where a lot of people just end up playing golf, which golf's a fine sport, don't get me wrong, but not quite as active. And you can enjoy it with your kids. So thanks for dropping by. People, if you're interested in soccer, then get in touch with Coach Paschal and he will get you lined up, and maybe you will develop a World Cup player along the way, but nonetheless your kid will get better at soccer. Appreciate you dropping by.
Thank you.